Brett Bagansky wants to know how much truth is there to what Marty Jannetty said during the Dark Side of the Ring about Vince giving him another big push and $1 million deal in 2006 when they brought him back after the third time and then he got arrested again.
That would be false.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe.
Nothing about that statement's true.
Did you see the whole episode?
Man, you know, I can't watch those things.
I get it.
I think that they just dwell on negativity and lies and bullshit and hearsay, and they exploit that. And it's so much of it is based on, you know, the rumor and innuendo, and just complete 100% bullshit. And the producers do not do their homework to the extent that satisfies them. When you dispute their homework and give them facts that don't support their story and their narrative, they choose to ignore it. And that is why I have not done anything since the first ones that I did for the first season. And I will never do anything with them again, because I do not like the way that they present stories, because they're only looking for negativity to exploit. And in my old age, I learned there's a lot more than negativity, man. You know, why not exploit some positive messages and some good shit?
Well, because it's called Dark Side of the Ring, not Happy Side of the Ring.
Well, okay, but it's the same. You know what else it should be called?
What?
The Lies of the Ring. Because a lot of what they present as fact are 100% bullshit, unsubstantiated lies. And when given facts, they choose to ignore them. That's just fact.
Did you see the part of the Marty doc where he talked about the rumor and innuendo that he killed a guy behind a bowling alley? Had you heard that in the 90s? Because they closed with a conversation from Al Snow where he said, no, he had heard that when they were teaming together in the 90s. Marty had told him that. Of course, Marty says, no, it was all just a storyline, and perhaps it was a storyline back then too. But the episode starts with Marty's closest friend saying, Marty lies all the time. You just pointed out that this whole $1 million contract, not true. I mean, and that didn't even make logical sense that Marty would be getting $1 million offer in 05 or 06. But
right.
Had you ever heard this whole bowling alley story before it blew up on social a few years ago?
No, and that was the first time I'd ever heard it. Was maybe a year or two ago.
Right.
Which sounded like a fever dream more than anything. But I had never heard that in the 90s. I'd never heard it until it blew up on social, and it was something about the police did an investigation.
Yeah, and they found nothing
or something.
Yeah, they found nothing.
And I'm thinking, like, really? I mean, you're investigating this? Have you investigated, the people that are telling you this story?
Right.
Maybe go there. So no, I never, ever, ever, ever heard anything about that. And even when it did pop up, people laughed at it and go, oh my God, it's just, that's Marty being Marty.
Well, I think Dusty once famously said, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
But is that even a good story?
No, it's not a good story, but
yeah, I mean,